All you need to know is they are not adding legacy outfits. That's it, we can go home, that's all you need to know. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. So the summer roadmap for Assassin's Creed Shadows has just been unveiled by our favourite developers Dan and Simon. In this update they showcase some of the things that we should expect to come to the game in the next few months, including an official release date for the Close of Awaji, New Game Plus, and even more. Before we start, I do want to say I am just relieved that there is any kind of update coming to the game at all, because outside of the DLC, we didn't know if Shadows was going to be getting any more updates. After the final roadmap ended, there was silence, and it's been like a bit of an awkward couple of weeks of being like, is anything else coming to Shadows, or are we done here? But thankfully there's not just this roadmap, but the implication that there's going to be future content to come. So the first big thing that is coming to Shadows is something that I think we all expected to arrive eventually, and that is New Game Plus. Ever since Assassin's Creed Origins, Ubisoft have been adding New Game Plus to all of the Assassin's Creed entries to let you replay through the story while you keep your acquired skill points and outfits and all of the abilities that you unlock across the course of your journey. Even Mirage had a New Game Plus, where you would unlock dyes for buy X outfit. But Assassin's Creed Shadows is looking to go much bigger than any New Game Plus we've seen before. In all honesty, I'm quite impressed. They've not just let you keep all of your skills and gear, but they're adding new skills, so that you're not just playing through the game without any sense of progression, but there's going to be even more skills to unlock in the game, and they look like they're not just stat boosts. They look like things that they've actually planned out, and like new abilities, and that's good. It tells me that they didn't just want to throw a New Game Plus out there. They've also given you the option to skip the tutorials, or any tutorials in the game that would get in your way have been removed. You can fast forward the game past the opening few hours to get straight to the grind and the actual missions of the game, which is really nice. Unfortunately, you know, it does sort of remove the narrative nature of the game. It's like, do you not care about the story? Cool, neither do we. Let's get straight past that and on to what you want to do. So if you're somebody that likes New Game Plus, there's going to be new rewards as well. They did showcase this new sword, this like red looking sword, but hopefully some kind of outfit would be amazing. I would definitely do a video on that if there was an end game reward that was an outfit. Guys, there's still time if you want to add that in, just to please me. That would be much appreciated. The next thing that they announced, which was something I was absolutely not expecting. So, for a little bit of context, on Instagram a few days ago, Assassin's Creed made a post saying that things were going to change in the anomalies section. You know, this free battle pass, these weekly challenges they're doing. They basically said that they're going to be doubling up on the amount of rewards you can get. And people were expecting that that was because the prices were about to go up. However, I think the reality of that is what we've seen in this video, and that is a brand new free battle pass is coming to Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the endgame reward, this white suit of armor for Yasuke, I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like it. It's kinda clean. But I'm excited. I'm glad that the free battle pass, the free side of the game, is getting content as well. It's not just store updates. We're actually getting stuff that you can earn, and the weekly challenges are always fun. I always pop in and do the weekly challenges, so I'm glad that they're continuing. Maybe we're going to get some new weekly challenges, like some variety in what you have to do would be nice, because a lot of the time it's just complete the tournament, or kill these random people in the middle of a castle. Like, a bit of variety would be nice. We're also getting some quality of life improvements. Now, this is one thing that I'm not too happy is being included. It's not a deal breaker for me or anything, but they announced that you're going to have the ability to skip the time of day whenever you want. Now, I don't know if this includes seasons. I don't know if you can skip from winter to spring. For example, if winter is too difficult, if you can't climb up an icy surface, you might have the option to switch to spring and make it easier for yourself. I don't know if that's the case, or if they're just doing day and night cycle. If it's just day and night cycle, then that's absolutely fine to me, because, you know, the day looks nice, the night looks nice, and it doesn't affect the gameplay at all. Maybe actually it will. I'm saying that, yes it will, because the Shadows has like visibility. So you could just keep switching it to night every time you did a stealth mission. Okay, never mind. That's not a good thing. That's not a good change. I'm not happy they did that. They even admitted in the video that they like caved in. They caved into fans and said, yeah, alright, we'll let you do it. I don't know how many people were like asking for that, but I don't know. Bit of a shame that they've done it, to be honest. It kind of ruins that immersive feeling that I think Shadows has, but the biggest benefit to it is that it's going to be optional. Like, you have to manually do it, so in a way, you could just avoid it if you're not too bothered about it, which is what I'm going to do. The final thing that they announced, which was the big one, the big deal, is the Claws of Awaji, the first main expansion for Assassin's Creed Shadows, and who knows, it could be the only main expansion. At launch, they said there was going to be 2, but then obviously the delays happened and stuff like that, and unfortunately, we've had no news on whether the second one is coming out, but if you pre-ordered Assassin's Creed Shadows, the Claws of Awaji will be given to you for free, which will be the case for me, so I will be playing it for free, which is nice. Unfortunately, I don't know the price of what it's going to be normally for people who didn't pre-order, but hopefully it's not too much, and of course we will be reviewing the Claws of Awaji when it comes out, and I will see if the value justifies the cost. So yeah, the Claws of Awaji is going to be coming out on September 16th, which is really soon. It's only 2 months away, less than 2 months away. So that's quite exciting. Obviously, this DLC is going to be potentially the official ending of Assassin's Creed Shadows. The main game did not conclude its own story. They sort of cut it off and pieced it as a DLC, so obviously I mind, because I would have liked the game to have an ending. But if it's a free ending, I'm not too bothered. It's a shame, but just getting all of that aside, this new DLC is going to have new factions, a new area. We even get a tease at the back of Naoe's mother's head. So there you go. There's going to be story stuff, I guess that's good. Hopefully we get some assassins and some lore and some actual progression in the story outside of the zero plot progression we had in Shadows, but hey, that's a whole other discussion. The last thing I want to mention is that at the end of the video, they tease a Reddit AMA that is going to be happening very soon. And this gets me very excited because not only does it mean they're going to be listening to the fans once again, they're open to hearing what fans want to see, which is something that I really appreciate from Shadows in particular. I don't feel like the previous Assassin's Creed games have had community feedback at the forefront, but this is the first sort of live service Assassin's Creed game where I feel like they're actually listening to the community. We know YouTubers they've been in touch with. They do these Reddit AMAs where they just clarify things that are going to be in the game and things that they can and can't do. They've been very transparent about that, and I do appreciate the team at Ubisoft Quebec for doing that. And what this Reddit AMA also tells me is that the Claws of Awaji is not the end of Assassin's Creed Shadows. They wouldn't be doing this AMA if they didn't have the capability of implementing new changes into the game. So I'm very hopeful that we do get that second expansion and we do get more updates to AC Shadows along the line. I think what we've gotten so far leading up to this announcement, like the first roadmap in spring, was okay. We pretty much just got 2 new quest lines, an updated parkour, and a few quality of life things sprinkled in between, but it wasn't like massive expansions all the time. I completely forgot, sorry, we got the Dead by Daylight crossover as well. That was actually pretty good, but I did forget that we got that, which shows how, like, you know, influential it was on the game. Maybe we'll get some more crossovers, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. Maybe something with a bit more substance and didn't put the actual reward of the DLC in the store. That would be nice as well if we actually earned something at the end of it. I'll be honest though, in terms of like what is in store for Assassin's Creed Shadows over the summer roadmap, it's not very much. It's only like one thing every month. We're not getting any new quest lines until the DLC comes out. It's, well, I mean technically New Game Plus, but I wouldn't count New Game Plus as like new content. The quality of life things they've done to New Game Plus to make it more accessible and fun, that's not like adding new content, it's just simplifying the content they've got to make it easier for a second playthrough. So, like, yes, I acknowledge that takes work, but we're not really getting any new content until September with the Claws of Awaji, and that DLC, I have a feeling, is going to be quite controversial, so we'll see about that. But yeah, what do you think of the roadmap for the summer of Assassin's Creed Shadows? Do you think it's enough to bring players back to the game, or do you think the game's dead and buried already? In my opinion, I do think that this is coming a little bit late. I think the DLC should have really been released at the beginning of the summer. But getting it at the beginning of autumn, okay, I'm expecting quality. I'm expecting a lot of this DLC, so I hope they deliver. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe down below for more Assassin's Creed content, and I will see you in the next video.